side by side, through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.
That's right, there's a healing going on right now this morning. Welcome to the healing space. Welcome to House of Love and Light, where we are going to get together and rest for this hour together. That is the theme of December. Happy December. The theme of December is rest. And the word arrest has the word rest in it, and I might get arrested because my mom's living with me right now. Just kidding, but Mom is here, and it's been beautiful, and she's going to light the candles for us today, and we have so many beautiful offerings from all over the whole country this morning. I'm so very excited that you're here and that you're joining me, and it's very exciting. So, oh yeah, and I'm wearing my glasses this morning because I'm resting. I'm resting in the awareness that I need to see. Good morning, Mike and Chris, Katie, Sarah. I had a big connection. Sometimes as the week is going on, I'm trying to figure out what exactly am I trying to get at today? What do I really want to convey to you and connect with you over? And really today is about resting in the trust of love, which is community, which is God, which is ourselves, and resting in the trust of the mission here at House of Love and Light. So I'm so happy you're here. The mission of House of Love and Light is the same every single week, which is, hi Jan, hi Jenna, hi Lorraine, is to nourish, uplift, and inspire. To nourish you with spiritual food, to uplift you and make you feel good, and to inspire you to be your highest and best you. And we're going to do that with all kinds of fun ways. Right now, we're going to start with one of my favorite chants. And if you know this opening part, you can sing along with me. I'm going to sing out any of my anxiety. I'm having some anxiety this morning because I can hear my mom rustling around out there, and it's Ma. Gosh. Rest, Amy. Just rest right now, will you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah, you showed up. Good morning. Okay. There was a time in my life I thought I'd have to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you're feeling discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it all go, yeah. And this is what you have to say. All right, you ready to join me? Lyrics are right there. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release, come on. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. One more time. I release, come on, and I let go. I let the spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Like a prayer. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Let's release it, y'all. Let's release it. Breathing deeply, resting in this moment together, I invite you once again to shut off all of your other devices, focus in on this hour together, give yourself that opportunity to really rest and heal together right now. We have so many offerings today. Before we go into our opening prayer chant, which we're going to have a prayer treatment offered by Beverly Leonard, before we go into that, we're going to have Tamsin. Tamsin Barley is a soul coder who does healing work through Reiki. And this is a little woo, it's a little out there, but she's with us this morning and she wanted to explain Reiki a little bit, and then we're going to have her giving Reiki during the opening chant and throughout the talk today. So here is Tamsin introducing you to Reiki if you've never heard of it.
Hi, my name is Tamsin Barley, and I'm a soul coder with Unity Holistic Therapy. And my offering today is that I will be sending Reiki to all of the viewers today in the bottom corner of the screen. And I suppose I should talk about what Reiki is. It's a Japanese relaxation technique, is the traditional way of describing it. You can also think of it as an intelligent spiritual energy. It is able to provide guidance about how to move forward and what is my next best step. Sometimes it helps us to have the clarity to know what we need to do next. Reiki is something that can help with anything you can imagine. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's relationships, finances, the way that you feel about a certain situation. It's even really good for anomalies where you're like, I don't know what to call this. Reiki can help create clarity and bring stability and start healing and working on some of these things. And you can think of it as like, like if you were to have a massage. You just lay there and you have a nice massage, energy massage. You can even ask Reiki when it's coming in. Hey, I'd really like some help with a recent heartache, or I would like some healing for my headaches. You could even use it for memories as well. Think of a memory that bothers you, and Reiki will come and it will start to heal the trapped emotions and the triggers. And that is my offering for today. Thank you.
Use the force. So there she is right there, sending us all Reiki. As we remember our divine selves, we tune in, we breathe deeply. Yes, we breathe in, we rest. Thank you so much, Jenna, for reminding us it's not woo. Energy is real. Everything is energy. So let's remember this divine self that we are. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. This beautiful chant written by Melissa Felipe offers two separate parts. So when I move on to the second part, you can stay on the first. It's like a round. So try it now. We're going to do it twice through. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering.
There is one life, one expression, one perfect breath that I call spirit, I call the universe, I call God. And I know that life is moving in and through and as each one of us right now. And it expresses itself as me and as you, perfectly and uniquely. And I know and claim that in this moment, in this space and time, any feeling of fracture or separation or disconnect is healed by our awareness and by the revelation that there's nothing to be healed, that we are exactly where we're supposed to be in this moment, that we are the perfect expression of the divine. And I know that as we contemplate and take that awareness in, we know that that's true for all of our mankind, all of our brothers and sisters, all across this land and all around the world. We are living, breathing expressions of the One, waiting to reveal our next greatest expression. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to know that and to express that and remember that. I release this knowing into the perfect action of the law that already knows and that always says yes. And together we claim, and so it is. Amen, Ashe, Shalom.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. Breathing deeply, accepting that beautiful energy from Tamsin. Thank you so much. And we remember here at House of Love and Light, we remember all of the paths that have led to this celebration that we are in together today, which is a culmination of all the parts of spiritual evolution. And we honor this with a candle lighting. And each week I get somebody from the community or from my life to light the candles. And I'm so grateful that my mama, Marcy, has been visiting me, and she sat down to light the candles for us. And she is so beautiful. So thank you so much, Mommy, for doing this for us. So here is the candle lighting with my sweet, beautiful, adorable, hilarious mother, Marcy.
Good morning, I'm Marcy, and it is my pleasure today to do the candle lighting for my beautiful, brilliant daughter, Amy. I light a candle for the Eastern religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism, that teach us about harmony, karma, and the way. I light a candle for Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Baha'i, teaching us about tradition, forgiveness, surrender, and order. I light a candle for ancient wisdom and new thought traditions, teaching us to root and expand. I light a candle for the great mystery, the eternal question, the not knowing. Namaste. Have a happy Hanukkah, a Merry Christmas, and a very happy and healthy New Year. Love to all.
Hello, beautiful HOLLA family. I am feeling really privileged to be able to tell you what I'm grateful for. And first, I'd like to say I'm grateful for Amy for providing a platform and a place for us to come and worship together, and for all her brilliant ideas that she comes up with that I keep for the whole week and forever with me, and for her music. I am really grateful for the opportunity to experience life at every moment, with every breath, and specifically very grateful to be a twice cancer survivor and to heal from that. I'm grateful for the herbs on the earth that Spirit has given us to conquer everything, really, to conquer all of illnesses. I am extremely grateful for being in recovery for a neurological illness every day, and for dialectic behavioral therapy, or DBT, which has helped me in my recovery. I am grateful for the moments that I have to reflect and to remember that peace is something within me. I'm grateful that I can come back to my breath at each moment and remember who I am with Spirit. I'm grateful for a space to do my art, which is behind me, to do my music, to dance. I'm grateful for my body, which has the ability to heal on all levels. I'm grateful for so many things: family, friends, and for the chance to renew at every moment. I am super grateful to live in a beautiful place, and many beautiful places in my life, and to learn from my experiences. Thank you, HOLLA family, and thank you so much for providing this time and this place for us to come together and relax and to heal and just to be. Blessed be.
Blessed be to you, my sister from another mister. You know, sometimes people drop from the sky and they are gifts in your life. And Jenna, you are one to me, so thank you. And big thanks to my mom, Marcy Steinberg, lighting the candles for us. Wonderful. And I am so grateful for so many things. Let's have a moment of gratitude. First of all, so list your gratitudes in the comments and let's get some gratitude energy going. You know, we do this every Sunday. We talk about our gratitudes. And I'd like to say I'm grateful for new art. I'm grateful for fresh energy. You know, this Phoenix here is inspired by the Sagittarian energy of the month, which is that fireball. All the Sagittarians I know are just these fireball spirits and always rising up out of the darkness. So I send love to all the Sagittarians who are watching, and I'm grateful for, let's list some gratitudes. I'm grateful for the peace I feel in my heart right now. I'm grateful for this incredible community that we have built. I am grateful for all of the offerings today. I'm grateful for Karen Drucker, who's going to be singing us a song. Ash Ruiz. I'm grateful for Tamsin. I'm so grateful for friends in general. I'm grateful for nourishing food. I see health and family, my life, my sister, my coffee, soup. Yes, so much love. So I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so glad. I love what you say. Please don't stop. So we're going to keep this going as long as we can. And one of the things I'm really grateful for is things like divination cards, like tarot cards or oracle cards that you can pull to help you guide your day. I've been using them for years, and I love Casey Luker. She pulls a card for us, Casey Combs Luker. And so here is Contemplate, a card with Casey. And when we enjoy her, I want you to just see how everything ties in, because it's very cool. She just picks a random card, and it really goes with the theme this week, which if you missed it, if you've come in late, the theme for today is rest. That's the whole month of December is rest. And today the theme is healing. So thank you so much for listing your gratitudes here. It's so beautiful to see. So here is Contemplate a Card with Casey.
Good morning. Sage you off a little this morning, sending those intentions up with the smoke. So glad you're here. Today we're going to be pulling from Carolyn Mace's Healing Cards. I hope you've had a lovely week. I hope you're being filled back up right now with this wonderful HOLLA service. So good. Love is like a deep pool that never dries up. You have more to give than you realize. The only expectation you should have in giving to others is what you expect of yourself. That's how you stay replenished. My dear siblings, have a wonderful week. Stay replenished.
Stay replenished. So important. That's what we're doing. So love is that deep well. And being present with that love in our hearts right now, I give you a moment with Ash.
The uninterrupted rest that I am recognizes and greets the uninterrupted rest that is this moment, that is you, that is that space where it outshines all yous and me's and theys and thems and this and that and time and body and place and all that can be described. It's truly an honor to be here to celebrate the adventure of phenomena, the adventure of a life and a name and a social security card, and the reality of this all relaxed, fully present brilliance of being. This brilliance of being that is so sweet as we rest and get more familiar with rest and choose to rest in a more consistent basis. What happens is we begin to recognize in a very obvious way what already is at rest. A rest that doesn't exist in the realm of opposites. And from that space, as that space, we also recognize a healing, a wholeness, a health that also is not limited to the realm of opposites. And this is an option available to every human being on the planet. Rest as we already are and discover all the beautiful ways the experience of healing likes to sing the song of wholeness.
The experience of healing likes to sing the song of wholeness. Breathe that in. The experience of healing likes to sing the song of wholeness. And who sings the song of wholeness better than Karen Drucker, who is perhaps one of the most healing artists on the planet? Not perhaps, is one of the most healing artists on the planet. I am grateful and thankful to also call her a friend and somewhat of a mentor for me. She is amazing. We all know her music, and I saved her. Listen, we've been here for 30-something weeks, and I haven't had her yet. I saved her for the perfect theme, because today, as we talk about healing, there is nothing more healing than a Karen Drucker song or a Karen Drucker moment. So here to give you the musical gift of the day is Karen Drucker, and I'll be back with my message right after. So please enjoy this incredibly healing, amazing spiritual goddess woman, Karen Drucker.
Good morning, House of Love and Light. Karen Drucker coming to you from San Francisco, California. Thank you, Amy, for asking me to be part of your amazing ministry. This is incredible what you're doing. So I want to support what she's talking about today with a song but before I do, I want to give you this little reading because it really, to me, says what it's about. Let us prepare for winter. The sun has turned away from us, and the nest of summer hangs broken in a tree. Life slips through our fingers, and as darkness gathers, our hands grow cold. It's time to go inside. It's time for reflection and resonance. It's time for contemplation. Let's go inside and be still and listen. So that's what this song is about. It's not in trying, but in trusting. It's not in trying, but in trusting. It's not in running, but in resting. It's not in wandering, but in praying that we find the strength of the one. So just take a deep breath and let yourself just get still, nice and still and quiet. This little song. So you can sing with me. It goes like this. I am waiting. I'm waiting. I allow myself to wait. I am waiting. Waiting, I allow myself to wait. The sky is dark, the days are cold. It's the time of year to go deep inside and know that the light will come again. But for now, I wait and I listen, and now I'm waiting, just waiting. I allow myself to wait. I am waiting, waiting. life's been moving way too fast. I just need to stop, take a breath to see what my heart wants me to do. So for now, I rest and I listen to my heart, and I am waiting, I'm waiting. I allow myself to wait. I am waiting, so I'm waiting. I allow myself to wait. I allow myself to rest. I allow myself to stop. I allow myself. I allow.
You can see the light in her eyes, can't you? I allow. And so as I explored this theme of healing and rest, I really did discover how much it is about trust and allowing. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. Rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust, simply allow. Rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. Rest and trust, rest and trust, we rest and trust, simply allow. Simply allow. Let it be like the seed we plant ourselves deep in the holy sleep of a winter. We keep all the secrets of God in this mystery. How does this healing just happen within me? Join me singing. We rest and heal, we rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. We rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust, simply allow. You see, every time we let go, we know that God unfolds things just how they should be. We heal perfectly. Our scabs become scars so gross, and then they heal, and then we will become the most, and we can be how we can, the most we can be. See, that's how it works. We are spiraling up like the higher we go, the more we can fill in our cup. Oh, we heal and we rest and we don't know how. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. Rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust, simply allow. How does it happen? It's simply a mystery, the great divine mystery. We get hurt and it heals, and we help each other grow. We know these times were quiet or dark and darkest. It's there to be there for the spark to be lit underground. Where we're found, we can know the good of the world is always being found in our heart as we grow. And we grow our knowing, and we know that as we rest, we grow, we rest, we know, we rest, we grow, we rest, we sow, we rest, we don't know how. We rest and we trust and we heal, we don't know how. It's that divine mystery, trust in the mystery. Sing one more time with me. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. We rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust, simply allow. This message today has evolved all week. We rest and trust and heal. We rest and trust and heal. Let's say that. I rest and trust and heal. I rest and trust and heal. You see, this is what I've come to. Trusting is imperative to resting. Because if we don't feel safe, we can't rest, right? And healing demands that we rest. So healing ultimately needs trust. You connect those dots. So trusting in our environment, in our higher power, trusting in ourselves, trusting in the forces of life that naturally mend. The very same power that lights the sun calms our bruises and stitches our stories together to make the fabric of our consciousness and to evolve our spirit. Years ago, anthropologist Margaret Mead was asked by a student what she considered to be the first sign of civilization as a culture. And the students expected Mead to talk about fish hooks or clay pots or grinding stones. But Mead said, this is fascinating, that the first sign of civilization in an ancient culture was a femur, the thigh bone, that had been broken and then healed. She explained that in the animal kingdom, if you break your leg, you die. You cannot run from danger. You can't get to the river, you can't drink or hunt, and you're just food for beasts. No animal survives a broken leg long enough for the bone to heal. So a broken femur that has healed is evidence that someone has taken the time to stay with the one who has fell, has bound up the wound, has carried the person to safety, and has tended the person through recovery. Helping someone else through difficulty is where civilization starts. So this is what I've come to, that here, connected virtually right now here, we are helping each other through this difficult time. And so we are creating a space of trust where we can rest in the power of God. And so heal our wounds, heal our hearts, and heal our broken places. I love this idea that we must connect in order to heal. We must trust each other, and only then can we rest. And Benjamin Franklin said, "He that can take rest is greater than he that can take cities." You see, rest, there is so much benefit to rest. Inspiration, circulation, socialization. So we get bursts of ideas when we rest our mind. We get, our body begins to circulate when we rest our bodies. And when we rest, rest, we also are able to connect better with others. Think about it. When you've had good sleep, you're more patient with people, right? You're way more patient. You're more kind. You're more connected. You're more compassionate. And Thich Nhat Hanh, who is such a wonderful teacher, said, if you just allow your body and mind to rest, which you have to trust to do that, the healing will come by itself. By itself. Rest. Healing. I mean, what is it really? Okay, and this kept coming to me all week. Nothing. There is never nothing happening. There is never nothing happening. Something is always happening. Something is always going on. So even though rest feels passive, right? It feels like, it means that you stop. Nothing is happening. You're resting. You're at rest. But see, rest is incredibly moving forward motion, forward moving. It's almost like that arrow, that Sagittarian, that Cupid energy, that pulling back. That's what we're doing here in December. We're pulling back that rest so that we can boom, shoot forward into a brand new year. And there are study after study, that the more rest we get, the more rest we indulge in, the more productive we are. The more creative we are. So we take that time to rejuvenate, to rest, not only seasonally, but daily or weekly, helps us to be more energetic, more creative, more focused. And it happens all over our body, mind, spirit. Is written in the Bible. Even God rested, okay? The Sabbath, right? So let's just take a moment here. Let's do a little inquiry. Let's do a quickie inquiry, okay? I really want you to think about this. How do you rest your mind? How do you rest mentally? Do you check out, smoke a little pot, drink a little, or do you engage? Do you rest your mind by getting into a space of peace consciously with meditation, trying to clear it. It could be reading something inspiring, doing a gentle affirmation. Resting your mind might be what we do with the gratitude, right? Because when we get in gratitude and we see the good, we start to feel safe. We start to trust, right? We start to feel that rest when we rest our mind in gratitude. So how are you resting your mind? And then how do you rest your body? I'm so blessed to have my hot tub. I know I talk about my hot tub a lot. I got it at Walmart. It's plastic. I know. There's so many things wrong with that, but I love it. It is so healing for me. And how about you? Do you take long baths or long showers or heat? Is there anything that really causes your body to physically relax? A massage, even if you can't afford to go get a massage, massaging yourself, finding those pressure points. I always find the pressure points in my hands or my neck or my feet. How do you rest your body? I also wonder if you're resting your body with your lover or with your animals or with your friends, and I'm not talking about lazing around. Lazing around is sort of the pandemic baseline for a lot of us. I'm not talking about that energy. I'm talking about conscious physical rest. It could be a gentle stretching or yoga, just inhaling some essential oils consciously, or making time, for ourselves to physically, consciously rest our bodies. Examine your habits in these areas. I see a lot of comments shooting off, but I can't read the talk and the comments at the same time, so I'll read them later. But thank you so much for throwing out your ideas on these different ways to rest. And then, of course, our spirit. How do you rest your spirit? I love that you're here. I mean, this is probably a great source of rest for many people. I know it is for me. I hope you're resting in this hour together. I hope that your conscious mind and heart are open, feeling the spirit moving through all the folks that are giving through this computer today. Because everything is connected. They say when we line up our spirit, our body and our mind all flow right with it, right? And so I want to do something cool, because I want to do a quick mental scan, because mentally scanning the body affects the brain positively. The nerve pathways between the body and the brain become clear and are strengthened, facilitating deeply healing relaxation. And so during this scan, I'm gonna bring Tamsin back on here to give us a little bit of Reiki while we scan our body. So I'm going to encourage you just really quick, you guys. It's only going to be like 30 seconds. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to mentally scan our body. So become aware of your feet. Just presence your feet. Become aware of your feet and your ankles, moving up to your calves, knees, your beautiful thighs, and your groin area. Moving up, just presencing, just awareness of your stomach, your lower back, your chest, breathing deeply, just presencing, mentally scanning your shoulders, dropping them a little, maybe relaxing a little bit more, letting that awareness drip down your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, down to your hands. Then bringing that awareness to your neck. How does your neck feel? Just let it go a little bit. Relax your ears that have been holding up the glasses, or your scalp, your face. Just presencing, becoming aware. And then from this place of pure awareness of our body, connecting our mind and our spirit, let's sing. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. We rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust, simply allow. Feel the Reiki that you're getting, the healing. Ask it for help. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. Rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust, simply allow. Allowing the healing, breathing in, and allowing this healing to happen through this time of what we're going to call wintering. Okay, it's not officially winter yet till December 21st, but we're reading this book, Wintering by Catherine May, this month. I highly, highly recommend it. I'm already almost through it. And she presents the idea that winter really begins after Halloween, right? I mean, All Hallows Eve is when we usher in the darkness with our ghosts and our goblins and sugar. We're fattening up for the winter, you see? And again, there is never nothing happening. There's always something happening, always something shifting. Even in the winter, we are preparing, we are growing, we are changing. Catherine May puts it this way. She says, winter is not the death of the life cycle, but it's crucible. Crucible, such a good word. I had to look it up to see all the definitions of the word crucible. And the word crucible traditionally is about the vessel where substances are melted in high heat. So there's change that's happening. But I know what she's talking about is the third definition of crucible, which I love, which is a place or situation in which concentrated forces interact to cause or influence change or development. And in this book, Wintering, we're walking through a difficult season with May, and we can relate right now because we're all doing this, sheltering in place. There's so much insecurity around just living, right? Not knowing what's coming, not being sure how this will all come out in the wash. We're in a situation where concentrated forces are interacting to influence change and development, aren't we? And it's so important to take time to rest, so we can heal the parts of ourselves that have been so shaken up from this wild time. Some people are calling this traumatic, what we're going through, and healing is amazing. We don't know how. We don't know how. Spirit just does it. We don't know how we get a cut and it just heals right up, but we trust that it will. And so we can find a way to trust deeply around us, our community, our loved ones, our God, trust our higher power that we are indeed taken care of. And it's okay to slow way down, to go into that waiting space that Karen Drucker is saying about. Because remember, there's never nothing happening. Even when we slow way, way, way down, we go deep inside, we're still molting and planted and prepping for this rising. And this darkness is so important. And in this society, we are so lit up by our televisions and our phones and our artificial lighting, especially during these, this season. It's the season of light. Light it up, right? Well, what if it's also the season of darkness, right? The darkness is so soothing. My mom is staying here and she likes all the lights on. Of course, she's getting older, so she needs her sight. But, I like it really dim in my house. I like just, a little bit of light and that dim because it's very rich. It's very healing. It's very soothing. So let's breathe in that idea that darkness is a part of us. I'm going to just I don't have this written down, but I'm going to improv this idea that is in the book, Wintering, May, and I just read it in another article this morning because I was very curious about this, that before the Industrial Revolution, sleep cycle used to be 2 chunks. We would sleep for 4 hours, then we'd wake up for at 3 a.m. for a couple of hours, and we'd socialize, have sex, eat, and then we go back to sleep for another 4 hours. But then after the Industrial Revolution, we started to have this sort of one chunk of sleep thing. So you might notice, right, that you get up at 3 a.m, you get up at 4 a.m, and it's natural. It's in us. It's in us to, cycle through with nature and to be in that darkness. That darkness is rich. That darkness is the time where we get with our lover and we have yummy foods and then we go back to bed, How many of us wake up in the middle of the night? I can't fall back asleep, so I go get a snack, I turn on the TV, and then I fall back asleep, I love how May talks about this in the book. It's getting us off the hook for this whole idea of we need 8 solid hours of sleep in a row, And she also reminds us that while our calendars and our ambitions have us looking at life in a seriously linear fashion, life really isn't linear. I've always believed this as well. I've always believed that life is a spiral up. I've always thought it's a spiral up. But then as I've grown spiritually, I also recognize that it's a spiral down. It's a spiral up into the light, and it's a spiral down into that darkness, into that growing space, right? And we expand with our knowing and our experience, and then we deepen with our ability to hold emotion and to find our strength to survive. She puts it this way: life meanders like a path through the woods. We have seasons when we flourish and seasons when the leaves fall from us, revealing our bare bones. Given time, they grow again. And so I kind of want to close with an idea, a little bit out of left field, but let's stay connected. Let's stay in this trusting space so we can rest It's imperative that we find the trust with each other in this season especially. And one of my favorite ways to relax, and one of the most important ways to relax, is to laugh, okay? Please find ways to laugh. Steve Harvey, who makes me laugh every time I see him, says, laughter attracts joy, and it releases negativity, and it leads to some miraculous cures. There's studies on laughter being healing. So let's laugh. I mean, if you don't know who Sebastian Maniscalco is, I watch him on repeat, and I just laugh and laugh. You see, when we carry tension in our mind and our body, our nervous systems go into this fight or flight, and healing comes to a jerking halt. When we're freaking out, we release all kinds of crazy chemicals, adrenaline, cortisol, all kinds of things, and our bodies burn up our resources just to stay alert, to safeguard from danger, right? So back to this idea that when we're safe, when we feel trust, we're more likely to heal, right? And when we feel relaxed and joyful, the parasympathetic nervous system, which I talk about all the time, takes over, and the body returns to what is called rest and digest mode. We could poop better. Who doesn't love a good poop? And then we're in the state of repair, restoration, and healing happens. And we need sleep and rest to reset our neurotransmitters, our cardiovascular system, to regulate our appetite, to build blood cells, repair tissues, improve our memory. Your body is divinely intelligent and perfectly capable of healing. Come on, spirit. Your body just needs your trust. It needs relaxation, and it needs security. So let's relax with one more dose of Tamsin and one more singing. And let's get one more little bit of her Reiki here. Let's see if I can move her up so she's on top of me here. There we go. Thank you so much, Tamsin. She does private sessions as well. I highly recommend her. She's done some incredible healing work on me the past month or so. So let's sing. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. Rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust. Simply allow the great mystery inside of you and me. We rest and trust, we rest and allow, we rest. Let's sing once more. We rest and heal, rest and heal, rest and heal, and we don't know how. Rest and trust, rest and trust, rest and trust. Simply allow. Breathing deeply. I thank you so much. We have a lot more coming up. I know that I did my talk, so you're thinking, you got to go, but no, there's a bunch coming up. Do not go anywhere. First of all, I want to thank you for your offerings and your giving. Today, I am filing for 501c3. I have not gotten it yet, so that is important for you to know as we come to the end of the year. So I will let you know about that. If you have any questions, please email me. Let's talk about that. I might need to ask for some help in this area. But I really appreciate all your giving because it makes this possible, and it is really important that I receive from you. So thank you so much for texting LOVE to 828-383-9889 or for paypal.me/House of Love and Light if you feel like you've been fed, if you feel like you've gotten something today. I put a lot of work into this. I put a lot of energy into this, and I really appreciate you showing your love financially with this. Thank you so much. I've received a beautiful check in the mail from my friend Stephanie. I'd like to say thank you as well to her out in San Diego. And just thank you so much to everybody and for all your support. I have so many things coming up. We have Lorelai's astrology to give you. I have a healing meditation. I have my first choir experience here, so don't go anywhere. And before we move on, I wanted to give you a little bit of time with Donna, because if you don't know Donna Davis, she is a nurse. She's been on the front lines during this pandemic, and she wanted to talk to you briefly about burnout. If you are a teacher or a frontline worker or any kind of worker that's going into work still or even working from home, she has a wonderful idea she wanted to share with you. So I wanted to give you the beautiful Donna. Then I'll be back with tools for the week. I'll be back with Lorelai. Don't go anywhere. I love you.
Hey there, awesome peeps. This is Donna. Welcome to HOLLA. I am actually currently a registered nurse who has been traveling all over the United States, including this pandemic, as one of the first frontliners to go out there to see what is going on with our world and our country and our healthcare. And what I have realized is a lot of doctors and nurses just don't do well for themselves. Caregivers just don't care for themselves enough. So this is one of the tools that I use when I'm in a high stress situation, like on the job, on the floor, working with multiple patients who are really, really sick, and everybody's demanding of your time and energy. And so you give and give and give. But to replenish in the middle of a 12-hour shift, you kind of need to do that so that you can have something to give. So what I have developed for myself and what works best for me is something I like to call 3, 4, 5. And what that is 15-minute break that most of us get at our job. You break it up into 5-minute increments. So for 5 minutes, I want you to do something that speaks to your mind. For 5 minutes, you do something that speaks to your body. And in 5 minutes that you do something that speaks to your spirit. And do it in your 15-minute break. You can either do them all together and just set a timer on your watch. I use my smartwatch for that. Or you can break them up, because sometimes you just can't take 15-minute chunks in your day. This is different from your half-hour lunch or however long your lunch is. So instead of checking Facebook for 5 minutes, I want you to say, right now I'm doing 5 minutes for my mind, 5 minutes for my body, 5 minutes for my spirit. Some of the things you can do for your mind is for 5 minutes, read something on a podcast, a TED Talk, bring a book, something that stimulates your intellectual mind. Be very purposeful with it. Say 5 minutes, I'm gonna read these 2 paragraphs and really let it soak in. And then for 5 minutes on the body, if you sit at a desk, you get up and walk around for 5 minutes. Go outside, stand underneath the trees, take a really nice, long, deep breath. But purposefully just do a body check-in for 5 minutes. How am I feeling? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? That sort of thing. And for spirit, I like to do a little 5-minute meditation. Just find a quiet spot. I clear my mind and I drop into the allness, and I just allow my spirit to settle into the divine energy that is within. So hopefully that's helpful. Let us know how it works. And if it works for you, then great. Spread the news, teach your friends, because workplace burnout is definitely not a very good experience, and it's not good for your health. We see a lot of people who come in, heart attack, stroke. So this is ways that we can combat. I'm not just talking about nurses and doctors here. I'm talking about grocery store clerks. I'm talking about electricians, plumbers. You know who you are, and you're out there working. Thank you so much for your service, but please take care of yourself. I love you, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.
Oh, I love you so much, Donna. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. 2 for the week, rest. 2 for the week is to rest. That's right, rest. Release everything. Simply trust. Release everything. Simply trust this week. Try to find the trust. We're going to keep working through this book, Wintering. Please grab it. It's so good. Next week, we're going to talk about hibernation. It's a fascinating topic. Then we're going to talk about hope, and we're going to talk about happiness, which, I love these. So here is Lorelei with your cosmic weather report for the week, astrologically. And then I'll be back to share our very first choir video here at House of Love and Light. So here is Lorelei.
Joy to you, my brothers and sisters of the House of Love and Light. This is Lorelei, your dream accelerator. What a powerful sky we have over these next couple of weeks as we are between eclipses. Full moon, Gemini lunar eclipse, November 30th. Sagittarius new moon, solar eclipse, December 14th. Major changes often occur during eclipses. They are chapter markers, they are page turners. Things are coming to an end, and things are getting ready to begin on the Sagittarius new moon. The reason this is so powerful is that we are building to a major energy shift, to a brand new yellow brick road for each and every one of us, a brand new light. on the winter solstice, which is the 21st. I'll be talking more about this, 21st of December. That's when the two social planets, Jupiter and Saturn, Jupiter expansion, Saturn contraction, meet together in Aquarius. While they meet together every 20 years or so, the last time they came together and danced cheek to cheek in Aquarius was about 800 years ago. What happened 800 years ago? Well, one thing that happened 800 years ago was the Magna Carta was signed. We are no longer under the authority of the kings. Does that ring any bells in terms of what's going on now? All these outer things that have outlived their usefulness, things that have defined you, don't define you anymore, jobs, relationships, whatever it is. And here is an opportunity for each and every one of us to be ending this time in school. We are graduating. Whatever the lessons have been for you in this past year, whether you've learned lessons about being with other people, being with yourself, being comfortable with aspects of yourself you may never have been comfortable with before, because while we feel we've been on lockdown, these sanctions have been imposed on us, and while that may be true, the cellular lockdown that's going on is so exciting because it's inviting each of us to let go of old constructs, old ways of defining who we are that don't work anymore, and having the courage and the trust and the faith to step into this expanded version of you, of me, of Amy, of all of us. And we're doing it in community. We're moving into Aquarius energy of community. So fascinating because Amy, your moon is Aquarius, so talk about a ministry whose time has come. Talk about these opportunities that have come for all of us to come together in cooperation, collaboration, co-creation, each of you being exactly who you are, that unique fingerprint, an individualized expression of the divine. So until we connect, I wish you blue skies, green lights, and lucky stars.
Blue skies, green lights, and lucky stars. I feel so loved today. People mentioned me today in their videos more than usual. So thank you so much for giving me so much love. I feel it. I feel it big time. So I'm trying to create a HOLLA choir. And this was my first attempt, and it's interesting, but I wanted to end this time of trust and rest and healing with gratitude, because like I said before, when we're in gratitude, when we're looking for the good, we're able to rest. We're able to trust. Amen. Hallelujah. Can I hear a hallelujah? And then right after this grateful meditation, if you're going to stick around, I see people dropping off and coming back and dropping off, but it's okay. It's the way we live now, you know? There will also be a healing bowl, a 3-minute healing bowl meditation, and then I will be back to say goodbye and thank you. So don't go anywhere if you still want a little bit of healing to rest here in Grateful Groove, which is by Christy Snow, my beloved mentor and dear friend. And I start out singing, and then we join in with this choir. So I hope you enjoy this. Here is Grateful Groove.
that light and that love that is the Great Spirit, that lives and moves and expresses by means of each of us. It is all good, because it is all the Great Spirit. It is the light and the love that permeates all that is. Blessings and namaste.
Oh, wow. I really got a lot from that. Thank you so much, Rev Heidi. And thank you to everyone who is in the choir. And I love hearing the good response from the choir. So please, if you'd like to be in the next choir video, email me with choir in the subject line. Say choir, 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 because we're going to do definitely a holiday song for sure in a couple of weeks. And it was so fun to do that. So, resting, trusting, healing. Resting, trusting, healing. Let's release everything. Simply trust that all is well, all is unfolding as it should. And one more shout out to everyone who gave today, including my mom, Marcy, who did the beautiful candle lighting. She is so freaking adorable. I can't stand it. Tamsin for the Reiki. If you have interest in her, please let me know. I will put you in touch with her. Casey, Beverly, Ash, Karen Drucker, Donna, Lorelei. We're just collecting. The more the merrier. Who was it that said that to me? The more the merrier. Collecting so many beautiful souls here who offer. Jenna, thank you so much for your gratitude and for your singing. Chris for your singing. Bob for your singing. Georgia for your singing. So grateful. All right, it's a wonderful hour. I am hustling off because I'm going to be singing this morning again with another church. I'm going to be with Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living with Rev J, which is such an honor and blessing. So I will put the link on my personal page as I usually do. Thank you so very much for being here with me and for being here every Sunday. We have such a great time. And again, thank you for your offerings. And I'm moved to tears this morning because I feel totally transformed after this time together. I've been feeling a lot of anxiety, of course, dealing with, having my mom here and all the shifting energies and changes in the world. But it's been wonderful. It's all been such a blessing. And I know that everything is always for our highest and best growth. Amen. So grow on, you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spirits. I freaking love each and every one of you. I love you, Rachel Can. I'm so glad that you were here with us. Jan, thank you so much. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. I love you. Happy Sunday.